Okay, YouTubers. I guess I've already told people this, but I am a rookie when it comes to solar. I know very little. I researched like crazy. There are so many options. How many panels do I need? How much power do I need? Can I afford it? And there are not so much panels, but then you get into charge controllers and inverters and converters, boy. And just an example, I'm sure if you've been, on YouTube a lot, there's a lot of good information there. There's a lady named Carolyn's RV, and she's great. She has a ton of videos, and she did one on putting your solar panels on a fairly long leash and just taking them out and setting them up outside. Well, there's a lot of advantages to that. You can park in the shade and leave them out in the sun. You can move them, tilt them anytime you want. Very efficient, solar-wise, And I thought, man, this is a good idea, and I don't have to get up on the roof, and mount them, etc. So I went on this RV forum, and I started talking about it. And I couldn't figure out why aren't more people doing this, but then I know there must be a reason, And so, well, I went along there writing in, well, hey, you gotta take them out and put them away every time you move, And this is true. And another guy said, well, every time you go anywhere, you really got to go to the store, you go fit. And I like to go places. I'm active. I don't want to just sit in my trailer all day. And so I'd be hauling them in and out 3 or 4 times. And if you don't, man, they are easy to steal. Anybody could just, back his truck up and be gone probably before you ever knew it. So, I go through that. Then I thought of first I was just going with 2 panels. Okay, now I'm going with 4. And then I was going to go with all 4 outside. And then I find out about, do I really want to do that? Okay, nah, I don't think so. I got to go with 2 on the roof, 2 outside. All right, now I go half this, so I'm losing sleep. I wish I'd lose weight, but no, I'm losing sleep. And so I finally decide I'm going all 4 on the roof. Heck, I don't want to, be less labor intensive as possible. 4 panels, that should be all mine. I don't run much electricity. I've got this freezer and fridge. Man, they draw like half an amp. LED, I don't know, LED TV. I'm lucky. I don't know how much. I'm not going to draw much. And the only bigger draw I have is, in the summertime. I'm hoping to run my air conditioning. I may be a dreamer, but anyway. So, anyway, I get through most of these dilemmas, and decisions. And Mark Twain said, I lived my life from one crisis to the next, some of which actually happened. And boy, can I relate to that. So, you go through all this stuff, what to use, what to do. And I really, for the most part, I went with the higher end, better quality stuff. Instead of a PWM charge controller, I went with a MPPT. All right. You learn as you go. I called Renogy. And I want, of course, MPPT. They're expensive, of course, whatever you want. That I want is twice as much as the cheaper amount. And I said, yeah, I'm only going to have 2 panels, so will the 20 amp charge controller handle it? Yeah, that's all you're going to have now. Oh, yeah. So I thought, it's not that much more for the 40. And then I reserve the right to change my mind. So I get through that. I buy the 40 amp. Well, sure enough, I decided I want 2 more panels. Will the 40 amp handle? Yes, it will. Will the 20? No. So you see, making these decisions, with limited knowledge, and then the more you get on the internet, the more you start, shifting from one thing to the next, And thank God I've got it pretty well nailed down. I got my battery banks bought. I got my, you'll see all this when I go into my solar part of my build. I've got on my channel, like RM1, RM2, anything with RM is part of the build. Okay, anything else is just something else I put on there, like camping with your dog, like putting a freezer in your trailer. So if you follow my RM videos, you can follow this trailer pretty well from start to finish, this year is even a wall mock-up I did for the video, so you can see how I built it, insulate it, and wire it. Alright, so I get to, most of these choices. I'm pretty settled, and I think, I pretty well got it, And I decided, to mount my panels with the Ramblin' Man kind of invention. I know somebody else has done it, but anyway, I bought 2 of these aluminum bars. This is extra 10-footers. Okay, and these are going to go side by side with the panels going this way. And that way I've only got to drill 4 holes when I'm done. I can build it on the ground, lift it up there. I'm also going to back off my panels in the back with some 3/8" plywood, okay? You'll see all this later, so I can do all the wiring, most of it. All I have when I lift it up, there's a couple wires coming out of the back. That's it. I'm not going to, and you look at it, you're not going to see a million what, but I'm a buzzkill in here. You can check that out later. So anyway, back to where I got off on a tangent. This is some heavy aluminum, 1/8" wall, 1.5" by 1.5". And all the stuff to do this cost me about $100, and that's not bad, I didn't think. So anyway, I'll get this up there, and I'll put my panels this way, and most of my holes are all going in the solar panel and in this. I only have 4 holes up there in that whole room. All right, and with the plywood underneath and putting the wiring, screwing it tight up there. That way you can really tighten it up under there. You're not reaching up under a panel. It's my idea. Like I said, I'm no pro, but I give this some thought. So, alright, I'm going to have this, and I'll have 3 panels, and then a space where the vent is, and I've even thought of taking that out, wrestle with that one. And then, another panel after the vent. And the vent will not be shading the panels at all. I've already studied that thing. Alright, so I get that far. Now I have all this up there. Now my latest crisis is to tilt or not to tilt. And I've watched the videos, and it really, I like the idea of it because I can do it, and but practicality, I was just outside, and it's summertime, right? And down here, I don't know when you'll be watching this, but here it is. And the sun's like directly overhead at noon, okay? And I said, if I was tilting, now I wouldn't gain, I'd probably even lose by doing that. That's because the sun's arc is, very high in the summertime, almost goes directly overhead. Now, in the wintertime, it goes down. And it's going to hit, if you're flat panel, it's going to hit it at an angle, and you're not going to do that good, but you tilt up, and you get a better point of impact, if you will. And there's a video by, these guys are called, a couple, real cute couple called Gone with the Winds. And that's their name, Wind, and Gone with the Winds, little, play on words. But they had, I think, a huge 6 solar panels on their roof, and they're watching the meter, the readout, whatever you want to call it, and she was washing it, and he went up and he started tilting up solar panels. Boom, boom. It didn't show much at first, but then he's getting down, and they had 36 amps with them laying down. Out of 6 panels, I think that's pretty good, laying down flat in the wintertime. And so as he's raising them up, you see, Joe, he finally is done. He gets 52 amps, and it started with 36, so that's a definite increase. So, yeah, you know, and if I build my panels on these rails, I can just, you know, hinge the bottom one on another piece of this, and tilt this whole mess. I can engineer it where it's not going to be that difficult. All right, again, it's going to cost me well over $100 for material to do that, maybe $150. Okay, then there is, hey, I can buy another solar panel for that and leave them flat. You don't have to get up there and mess around. So there's another thing. All right, another thing I considered was I really want the extra power in the summertime, when I'm not going to really need to tilt my panels because I want to run the AC. In the winter, you know, I don't think I'd be a high user of electricity at all. You know, very little, you know, internet stuff, and you know, I like audio books. I can download them on my laptop at McDonald's, and you know, listen to those, whatever. You know, a lot of options. But anyway, that is where I'm at. And man, if you're like me, it's like, what I think right now is not what I think right now. Okay? And boy, I'll get it solidified in my mind. Yep, now I'm just laying flat. Oh, another thing is, you know, I got to get this rig done someday. I keep adding projects on. I've already crammed a 2-month project into 4 months, you know. I want to get on the road sometime. So anyway, those are all, you know, you can mull them over. Maybe you've done it, maybe you haven't. Maybe you're considering it. But I appreciate it if you write in the comments. You know, give me your opinion. I want to learn from you. This isn't, you know, a one-way street. And right now, I had just, when I was on the computer, decided, man, I'm going to lay them flat. Now, by the time I get done talking to you here, and like the wind said, hey, you don't got to raise them. You know, you can have them up there, and all you're out is maybe the cost of it, and you won't be out even that eventually in the long run. So, see, now I'm back to, hey, I'm going to make a tilt. Okay, that'll last for, a good 8 minutes on that one. You know, I've got a good, I got a real good decision-making process. I don't make them till you put the gun to my head, you know, and then, you know. But anyway, that's where I'm at with all that. You tilt or not tilt, that is the question. You'll run it, you know, more stuff, series connection, you know, and parallel, hook them all up in parallel. Well, what about series parallel? Now I finally saw that, that's fine. But you know, you have to make a bunch of decisions. And there aren't people around here, RVers and so on. Man, I live in the country, you know, and if you want to talk, you know, how to overhaul a John Deere or how to get a bush hog down to your lot, we can do that. But, you know, you want to talk solar power, man, there ain't nobody to go to. All I can go to, you know, is the internet. So, that's it. Help me out. Get on. I keep telling you people, get on in, subscribe, comment, man. I want to hear from you, especially on stuff like this, all right? It's like, I need your help. You know, it's not just a one-way street. We're brothers and sisters of the new nomad tribe, okay? Something like that, some bullshit like that, I don't know. So anyway, it's good talking to you again. I am going to go to the #1 China restaurant in the town of Wagner. By the way, I live in a town, South Carolina, with 402 people. And I looked up the census, and they predicted in 2020 we're going to have 396. So that's like losing 6. I don't know why. I guess they're going to die. I don't know how they formulate that, you know, there. first asked for volunteers, you know, to leave, or how they do it. But anyway, and then there's another, and I'm in Sally, South Carolina. This is the home of the Chitlin Strut. That is our claim to fame, okay? We have a Chitlin Festival every year, and man, I mean, we go from 400 people to 60,000. They are dancing and drinking and kicking, and you know. And then down the road to Springfield, they're a pretty big town, maybe 500, and they have the Frog Jump Festival. Okay, and I don't know where I was going with all this, but so anyway, you know, like I forgot, I had a point there. Anyway, I guess I was trying to tell how small this is. No limit to my resources. There's not a unit around that I can go look at, you know, or somebody to talk to. I was out driving today, and I actually saw a guy with a truck pulling a converted cargo trailer. You know, man, I wish I could have pulled him over. That's all. I don't even know how to see trailers. But I would have pulled him over, man, and said, hey, dude, you know, I'm rambling, man, let me check out your digs here, you know, see. But, so anyway, so then I go rambling again. You ever notice that when I get to the end of these videos, it's like I don't want to stop talking. You know, I want to keep, you know, can't dazzle you with my brilliance. I'll baffle you with bullshit. This is the frog, magic frog says. So anyway, guys, that's it. Wiping out. I'm going to go eat. Put this video and upload. Head on. Oh, I know I'm going to Wagner to the China food place. Yeah, we actually got one of those. They're pretty good. General Tso chicken action. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, all right. Anyway, recapitulate. Right now, I'm in tilt, don't tilt mode. The other ones, I think I pretty well settled. So you write in, give me your opinion. What are you going to do? Do you care? Maybe you don't even care. Write in and tell me, hey, Rambler, I don't even care, you know. And I'll never talk to you again, so big deal. All right, anyway, signing off. Remember, the Rambling Man loves you. And I'll see you on the road if I ever get these decisions made. And, but stay with me. You can watch me do this whole solar build. That should be quite interesting. All right. Okay, signing off. Say goodbye, Muggsy. He's over there. He's busy trying to hunt down burglars. Anyway, that's it. All right, I'll check you later, guys.